we publish another video. Welcome everyone to another WoW Shadowlands 9.2 video. Today we are talking about the encrypted affix for Mythic Plus in 9.2 Season 3 here. So as you can see on the boss pill, there were the 3 relics that spawn around the boss, and you encounter them in various places throughout the dungeons as well. And of course the relics are named WoW, Vi, and what I'm going to call UHR. Not terribly sure how to pronounce that, but that's what I'm going to call them. So these 3 relic spawn, whichever one you kill first is the one that will spawn, and the buff that you'll get once once you kill it. So in this particular fight that's just running in the background here, we killed Vi first. So Vi is a relic that spawns and the one that we had to fight and kill while fighting the boss. And each relic has its own special abilities as well as the buff that you get when you kill it. So without further ado, let's go through the various relics and tell you what they do and what you get for killing them. So here we are. So to summon Vi when you engage the trash or bosses, you need to kill Vi first. So Vi has an aura that called acceleration field, so he increases the haste of enemy mobs by 15%. He also jumps around shooting random people. He has no aggro table, he just picks somebody at random and shoots them. And he also has an ability called diffusion beam. So that's where he darts out, and then you're going to see a beam of light across the screen, and basically it's going to deal massive amounts of damage to anybody caught in it. Once you kill Vi, you are going to get your reward will be a decrypted Vi cipher, which is going to increase your haste by 20% for 45 seconds. So it was basically like a mini, or a little bit stronger than a mini heroism buff that lasts for the 45 seconds to give you that increased attack speed as a huge buff for when you're engaging bosses or trash packs. So that'll be why you want to kill Vi and what you get from killing Vi. So the next one we are going to discuss is the Dismantler. So to get to spawn, we want to kill that relic first. So deals periodic cosmic damage with enemy barrage to all players. Additionally, it has a deconstruct or tank buster mechanic where it deals 25% increased damage for 5 seconds against its highest threat target. And then it also has an ability called Force Slam. So this puts a circle in front of like this, and you don't want to stand in that. It deals massive amounts of damage and stuns. As you can see there, the rogue got hit by it, took massive amounts of damage and almost killed him. And the stun lasts 1.5 seconds. So the reason that we want to kill is by defeating that relic, we get 200% cooldown reduction on all abilities, and it also restores 10% health and mana every second, and it lasts for 10 seconds. So it's going to greatly reduce any abilities that we have on cooldown. Also, it's going to help out the healer where they won't have to sit and drink because they will get maximum mana. And if there was a heavy AoE section of the fight that was happening while you had that buff, you would also be getting the incredible amounts of health regen as well. So lastly, we have Woe. So Woe has an aura that reduces the damage taken of enemies by 25%, so you're going to deal less damage to bosses or trash if it is up. And Woe has a couple abilities, so obviously you get it from killing Woe first. And so Woe has a spell called Burst, which is an interruptible 3-second cast. If it is not interrupted, it does massive amounts of AoE damage, so you want to make sure to kick that ASAP. The benefit you get from killing Woe is you get 150% increased move speed, 15% damage reduction, and out of combat you get stealth, and this buff lasts for 1 minute. So as you can see here, we're moving around incredibly fast. The move speed is nice, but a little bit disorienting at first with how fast you move. And ultimately, so far, it's been viewed as not the greatest buff to get. You really only would want to do this if you want to utilize the stealth that you get afterwards and use it to skip trash in order to progress in the dungeon. So this is kind of a niche use that you would want to grab. The damage to reduction is a little bit nice, but ultimately it's not a DPS boost, so not the strongest by any means. So that concludes the three different relics. So I did do some calculation to see what the benefit of was on the cooldown reduction. It removes about 32 seconds off the CD. So keep that in mind. That's what the benefit is going to be. So if you have 1 minute CDs, that's basically going to make it pretty much up again right away. And as you progress through the dungeon as well, like in some instances, there are a couple pulls really quick together where the relics spawn in close succession, so you'll be able to get a much better benefit out of that. So you could possibly reduce your CDs by minute in that instance, or you could have a prolonged mini heroism buff from Vi. So again, Vi is going to give you the haste for 45 seconds. WoW will give you move speed and stealth, and is going to give you that massive cooldown reduction for 10 seconds, which will remove about 32 seconds off any CD that is on cooldown. Again, this only affects your abilities and doesn't affect items like trinkets. So that brings us to the end of the video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. Also, let me know what you think of the new Affix. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? I know I've heard pretty mixed things from people, so let me know what you think. And as always, we appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes, and stay tuned for more videos.